our next section, 2.3, product and quotient rule. The product rule, you will have two functions that multiply to each other. So if you take derivative, it's going to be first time derivative of second plus the second time derivative of the first. For the quotient rule is a division. Make sure the divisors not equal to 0. Then the formula for derivative is denominator time derivative of numerator minus numerator time derivative of denominator divided by denominator quantity square. Now for the trig function, I gave you the two trig function last time. Derivative of sine of x is equal to cosine of x. Derivative of cosine of x equal to negative sine of x. And today I give you 4 more trig function: the tangent, the secant, the cosecant, the cotangent, and the cosecant. Now let's look at our first example. I have this function. One way of solving this, you can multiply everything out and use the property of derivative from 2.2, but we're not going to do that. We're going to use product rule. Think of the first term here is f of x and the second term here is g of x. Right? Because we want to apply the product rule here. So the derivative of a function is going to equal to, you just write down the first function. So it's just 3x minus 2x squared times derivative of the function second. So this is the second. Derivative of the second is 4 plus the second, which is this one, time derivative of the first. Derivative of the first will be 3 minus 4x. Alright? From here, I'm going to distribute the 4 in. So 4 times 3 is 12x minus 8x squared. Alright? Now the second two term here is, I'm going to use distributive again. So that is 15 plus 12x plus, minus 20x minus 16x squared. Alright, so let's rewrite this. That's 12x minus 8x squared plus 15 plus 12x minus 20x minus 16x squared. Alright, minus 8x squared minus 16x squared, that is minus 24x squared. Alright, x I have, that is 12x plus 12x is 24x. 24x minus 20, so plus 4x, yes, and then plus 15. Alright, next one, I'm going to use product rule again. Think of this as g of x and then f of x and g of x. I'm going to use product rule again. So y prime. So the first function is 3x squared times derivative of the second. Derivative of the second is cosine of x plus second, which is sine of x, times derivative of the first, which is 6x. Alright, from here let me rewrite a little bit. So 6x squared cosine of x plus 6x sine of x. Alright, now I'm gonna factor out the 3x. Factor out the 3x. I left with x cosine of x plus 2 sine of x. Alright. The next one, you probably can bring this to the numerator and make it product rule, but I'm going to use quotient rule here. Alright, think of the numerator as f of x and denominator of g of x. So I'm going to apply this one. So the derivative of the function is going to equal to the denominator time derivative of numerator, which is 3x squared plus 5, minus the numerator time derivative of denominator, which is 2x. Right, 2x. Now I'm gonna have to distribute everything. So x squared times this, I will have 3x squared, or 3x to the 4th. Oh, I forgot the denominator. So denominator square. Now I'm gonna multiply the distributive, the numerator, so that is 3x to the 4th plus 5x squared minus 3x squared minus 5. Minus, I'm gonna do this one. 2x times this, I'm going to have 2x to the 4th plus 10x squared plus 6x. On the denominator is x squared minus 1 quantity square. I have to distribute the minus in. Right? So I'm going to have 3x to the 4th plus 5x squared minus 3x squared minus 5. I'm just rewrite this one. Distribute the minus in, minus 2x to the 4th minus 10x squared minus 6x over x squared minus 1 quantity square. Let's combine like term. I have 3x to the 4th minus 2x to the 4th. That is x to the 4th. Alright. 5x squared minus 3x squared, that's 2x squared. 10x, so minus 8x squared. Minus 6x minus 5 over x squared minus 1 quantity square. So that's the answer. See you next time.